Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Wahar Kakwadash, double honor to my apostles, elders at Great Millstone, the men that taught me this truth through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to you brothers that's teaching this word, the truth is sincerity, and peace and blessings to the rest of the elect of the house of Israel that's scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. This is in response to Apostle Ahrayamlab's video called The Media. You know, it was a short show, but it was to the point. It was on point to the point. Basically going into one of the devices of Esau is his media. One of the tools that he uses to push his deceit upon the masses of the people. And he was referencing the media as the medium, all right, which deals with witchcraft, okay, and referencing to how there's no new thing under the sun in regards to just the way the news is pushing out lies, deceits, and left-hand side energy, sorcery, witchcraft. They used to do that back in the ancient world with the ancient kingdoms. That's why I started with this picture here. You got Moses on your right and Pharaoh on your left. And behind Pharaoh is his mages, his sorcerers. And behind Moses is Aaron. And Moses cast down his snake, and it devoured the snake that the mages created, showing you the righteous is always going to overcome the wicked. All right. It's always going to be an opposition, an adversity. An adversary, an enemy, someone to oppose the righteous, someone to try to do away with the truth. Just like we try to do away, excuse me, excuse me, just like we destroy the lies of Esau, just like we pull down the strongholds and the vain imagination and every word that raiseth against the Most High. So there was always a battle of good and evil. So we're going to get into the scriptures now. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. Verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. So this is not a physical battle. This is why we're not taking up arms. We're not, doing combat training and all this stuff to try to prepare for the end of the world. But we are storing treasures in heaven. We are building our spiritual bank account by doing the work of the Lord and rehearsing the righteous acts and keeping the faith. All right? Loving our neighbor as ourselves. So it says, for though we walk in the flesh, we in these corruptible bodies, these tangible bodies, we do not war after the flesh. We do not go to war. We don't combat the physical. Because Esau isn't going down by us so-called, doing attack up, being in politics and, trying to take him down through his system. Esau is being taken down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He's being taken down by this gospel being preached throughout the four corners of the earth. He's being taken down by every member of the elect being sealed, according to Revelations, the 7th chapter, or in the 14th chapter. All right? Once the elect Israelite man, woman, and child is being sealed, it's over for this place. All right? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, meaning of the flesh, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. So Esau's media is one of his strongholds because that's one of his strong towers that he pushes his lies through. He pushes his witchcraft, his sorcery, and his enchantments through. But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High. Because the prophets been out there telling you there's going to be detention centers, concentration camps. There's going to be martial law. There's going to be curfews. There's going to be a man should not be able to go and travel onto another state or country. We've been telling you those things. But then Esau comes out and he tells you those things, and then Jake starts to believe. That's why Yahweh Shah said, blessed are those that haven't seen but believe. Before all this was even going down, the apostles, the elders of Great Moonstone, and even the elders of One West used to teach about martial law, curfews, pestilence, famine, earthquakes, destruction, death, lamentation, weeping, and woe. But Jake needs Esau to tell them, which shows you that Jake is caught up in the sorcery, they caught up in the enchantments, to believe that something is true. It says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High. Just like Pharaoh. Pharaoh exalted himself higher than the Most High. So the Most High had to bring his ass down. Just like the Most High, Yahweh, through his son Yahweh Shah, is bringing America down. Also known as Babylon. Also known as spiritual Egypt. He's bringing down the world of the so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom. They're not Caucasian people. They're Edomites. When you look up the word Edom, it means red because they don't have pigmentation. They don't have melanin. Their blood shows forth through their skin. And what you're witnessing before your eyes is the downfall of the Edomite society, the Edomite Empire. Not just the Roman Empire, the renewed Roman Empire, but the Edomite Empire is coming to an end. It says, and bringeth into captivity every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach. Now let's get into the scriptures to show you that. Let me get this real fast. Ecclesiastes, I think 1 and 4. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. The thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So Esau, using his media to push lies, using the president to push lies, politicians to push lies, is not a new thing. Because when you go back into the history, when Moses and Aaron was doing the miracles of the Lord, you had Pharaoh and his mages and sorcerers doing miracles on the left-hand side. So just like the righteous is pushing the truth, we're pushing the truth in these last days. Esau is going to come down with great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. So he's going to push more lies. He's going to push more fear. He's going to push more control over the masses of the people because he doesn't want to let Yasha Allah, which means he's the prince of the power, he's the prince of God, the Israelites, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians from North, Central, and South America go. He doesn't want to let the God's chosen people go. And we're going to get into that. There's no new thing under the sun. So there's no new spirit under the sun. The same Pharaoh, mages, sorcerers that was back then is going to be the same Pharaoh, mages, sorcerers in these time periods. Just like the spirit of the prophets is subject onto the prophets. So the spirit of the wicked is subject onto the wicked. This is Exodus chapter 7 and verse 1. Well, first, let me go to blue letter because I was looking up the word sorcerer and enchantment. And this is kashap, the practice of witchcraft or sorcery, witchcraft, sorcery, sorcerer, sorceress. All right? And the scriptures speak against sorcery. It speaks against witchcraft. Exodus chapter 22, verse 18, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. So what you think is going to happen to all these news outlets, these radio personalities? Because they are low-level witches as well. They are low-level sorcerers as well. Because they are pushing the agenda of the wicked. They are pushing the agenda of Esau's empire. They are pushing forth the kingdom of hell. And what do I mean by the kingdom of hell? Because this is the opposite of the kingdom of heaven. This is the opposite of everything that the Most High promised his chosen people the world would be like. This is the complete opposite of that. So the low-level sorcerers and warlocks and magicians and enchanters and astrologers are pushing forth the kingdom of hell. So all your radio personalities, Charlemagne, Big Boy, from North America all the way to Australia, all the continents that's pushing forth this new world order agenda. Charlemagne the God saying that he'll give his child the chip, even though he knows the mark of the beast. That's pushing forth the kingdom of hell. DJ Envy saying he'll give his children a chip because kids are getting kidnapped. You are pushing forth the kingdom of hell. And anybody that takes that RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, is the judgment is written that you will be bathed in the lake of fire, which is the thermonuclear destruction. So it says, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. The Most High is not going to suffer these low-level witches and warlocks in the media and the news outlets to live, man. All right, let's get into it. And Yahweh, Exodus 7 and 1, and Yahweh said unto Moses, see, I have made thee a god to Pharaoh, and Aaron thy brother shall be thy prophet. Showing you that the prophets was always around. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, just like the prophets today are speaking all that the Lord command of him. Command them, Salakia. We going out on the highways and byways preaching the downfall of this wicked kingdom of Babylon, daughter of Babylon, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. The prophets prophesied of war, pestilence, and evil. Not what your churches are teaching you that you can't even go to anymore, that you got to FaceTime. Thou shalt speak all that I command thee, and Aaron thy brother shall speak unto Pharaoh, that he send the children of Israel out of his land. And I will harden Pharaoh's heart, and multiply my signs and my wonders in the land of Egypt. And that's what you're witnessing today. The locusts plaguing Eastern Africa and parts of China and parts of Asia. You got earthquakes in diverse places. You got parts of the world where the water is turning blood red. And the scriptures say that these things is going to happen in diverse places. These are the signs and the wonders that the Lord spoke about during the time of Moses. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt. So Esau is not going to hearken unto the words of the Lord. Because ultimately, the Most High wants to destroy this wicked kingdom, just like he destroyed Egypt and Pharaoh in Egypt. But Pharaoh shall not hearken unto you, that I might lay my hand upon Egypt. So the same reason why Esau is not going to listen to us, because the pride of his heart has deceived him, that he think he's going to fulfill his new world order and live like he's the Most High. He's doing that. So the Most High is letting Esau rejoice and be glad, so he can destroy his ass. He letting him fulfill. He's gonna, like he's for Salakia. He's starting to fulfill his new world order by locking down the world, by doing away with the economy and the current currency, and bringing that digital currency, which is going to lead to the RFID chip. But guess what? The Most High said the deceived and the deceiver are his. And he's going to wipe the house of Esau out, man. He's going to destroy the house of Esau. He's going to destroy America, EU, NATO, and anybody that did harm to the God's chosen people, which you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. The scriptures say he's going to destroy him that destroyed the earth. And it says that I may lay upon Egypt, that I may lay my hand upon Egypt and bring forth my enemies and my people, the children of Israel, out of the land of Egypt by great judgments. So just like he brought Israel out by great judgments back then, he's going to bring Israel out by great judgments today. The earthquakes, the pestilence, the civil unrest, the locusts, people dying from diseases, people dying from famine. The Lord is going to bring those plagues back today. The apparitions, the demons, the days of darkness. All those plagues that he brought upon Egypt, he's going to bring them back today. And it says, and the Egyptians shall know that I am Yahweh, when I stretch forth my hand upon Egypt and bring out the children of Israel from among them. And this is the patience and the faith of the saints today, because we hoping that this gets worse. We hoping that this continue, so the Lord can deliver us. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded them, so did they. And Moses was fourscore years old, meaning he was 80, and Aaron was 83 years old. He was 83 when they spake unto Pharaoh. And they was men up in age, man. But they still had all their vigor and all their might, because they had stronger bodies back in those days. The food was better, the earth was cleaner, the air was cleaner. Everything was just better back in those time periods. There was none of this pollution and toxic that the so-called white man is doing to the planet Earth. Polluting the water, polluting the air, genetically modifying the plants, the herbs, the food, the animals. That's one of the many reasons why this man got to go down. So it says, when Pharaoh shall speak unto you, saying, shew a miracle for you, then shall say unto Aaron, take thy rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and it shall become a serpent. And Moses and Aaron went in unto Pharaoh, and they did so as Yahweh had commanded, and Aaron cast down his rod before Pharaoh and before his servant, and it became a serpent. Then Pharaoh also called his wise men and the sorcerers, and now the magicians of Egypt, they also did the like manner with their enchantments, showing you when the prophets do the will of the Lord, the opposition arise and try to combat what the men of the Lord did or are doing. Brothers is uploading shows in season, out of season, day and night. So Esau gotta come back. He gotta combat us as we're combating him. The Most High is a man of war. All right. They also did like manner with their enchantments, for they cast down every man his rod, and they became serpents. But Aaron's rod swallowed up their rods. So the serpent that Aaron, the rod that became a serpent that Aaron threw down, devoured all of the serpents that the sorcerers threw down. And it was multiple, it was plural. And they cast down every man his rod. So there was multiple staffs on the floor, multiple serpents. But the Most High devoured the wicked. The Most High did away with the magicians and the sorcerers' witchcraft. And he hardened Pharaoh's heart that he hearkened not unto them, as Yahweh had said. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hardened, he refuses to let the people go. Get thee unto Pharaoh in the morning, lo. All right, that was it on that. Let me just get this and wrap it up. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part of the sudden of times, or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. We're witnessing today. We are pulling down Esau through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We are pulling down his lies. We're pulling down his vain imaginations. We're pulling down his strongholds. We're pulling down his strong towers through the words of the Most High, through the scriptures. It said Jacob hand held first Esau hill, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And that's what we witnessed before our eyes. That's why he's been pushing the lies even harder and stronger than he did before. He's pushing out fear even harder and stronger than he did before, because he knows if he has a short time. So he wants to fulfill his New World Order agenda, his world domination, so he can be like the Most High. But the Most High said, that's not going to happen, because you are the end of the world of the wicked. You are the end of the age of the wicked. You are the end of the age of the wicked. And Jacob, which you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, are the age of the righteous, starting with the elect, starting with Yahweh Shai coming back and conquering the planet Earth again. But pretty much that's it. I pray and hope that you was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushua. Till next time I say shalom.